So at the end of the day, I think I'm happy to have blinked out. Whoops, let's not walk in front of centaurs again. Don't know about you, but I do not like taking damage, and so let's try and avoid that. Oh gosh, not the Vs. Okay, at least this time we can separate it. Let's make this into some bite-sized chunks. 2 Bs? We can maybe do 2 Bs. Maybe. On a good day. Not the same time, though. There we go. Much better. Fantastic. Oh me oh my. Exactly, Callie. That worked out well, though? Barely. Luckily, we had that corner to skirt around. I mean, sure, it brought us face to face with the centaur, which didn't help things much, but still pretty huge. Taking damage is the least optimal strategy for you. I know, it's a little bit of an outspoken opinion. But I'm here to say what other people aren't willing to. Okay, there you are, my little sky beast. And just one more bee, as well as an orc wizard, but that's secondary. Should be able to take you down, mon frere. Perfect. Not too shabby. Dagger of Pain, probably not better than our rapier at the moment. How could I say something so controversial yet so brave? I mean, some people might call me a hero. Go ahead. I'm waiting. Just one of a kind, I guess. Okay, Wyvern Zombie. Also not on the hit list. Let's try this again. There we go. Much better second time around. Now let's do a little bit of a test here, shall we? Let's switch over to our leather armor. Go down 5 AC points. But Ozokubu's is down to an okay level of failure rate. If we cast this, we go up to 8 AC. So we are still sacrificing a little bit. But the trade-off is that we can now cast Freeze and Blink. And those are actually doing okay for failure rate. Those are life-changing, potentially life-saving. So many undead things, excuse me. Oh, Pickle has a new, right, because all the kobolds do. Oh, look at you, man. I mean, I don't have to give it. That's the thing, you don't have to hand it to him. He's kind of horrible. Would not, wait, and certainly would not set up a highly lucrative trans-dimensional trade in damned souls. Excuse me. You're a horrible person. I mean, kobold, but I guess let's not maybe write kobolds off as not being a part of personhood. That seems insensitive. Let's Ozokubu's. Flaming Whip. Oh no. That's not great. Don't melt my icy armor. This is rude. You have 39 health. Let's see how much damage Freeze does. 1d6. Oof. Not great. It can't miss at least. So maybe we have to kind of cross-reference that with chances to evade, which are surprisingly high. Unfortunately so. So, maybe one of these? Don't you melt my armor, son. You're melting my armor. What did we just... Oh no, Maggie, no. Yes, break my armor. It's all worth it. Anything to get away. She's so mesmerizing. But it gets me every time. It's her eyes. You just get lost in them, you know? They're deep blue wells. Leading right down to her soul. Maybe. Hold up. Let me double check this. Hey, yeah, perfect. They are. Wasn't sure if we got the right color of eyes, but perfect. Nothing appears to happen. Let's try again. Get the film of ice. We do have blinks, so we can at least gain distance from this son of a gun. And in fact, yeah, let's just break this. Let's do this the old-fashioned way. I'll poison you, then I'll blink away from you, and rinse and repeat. So anytime you mirrored her and you got a custom message that was like, maybe strikes oppose. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. How could you not? When the mirror shines your way, I mean, that's how you know it's inner nature. Maybe it's Maybelline. Okay, do you know what? Let's net you. Let's net you. Perfect. Just as we planned. Perfect strategy. Smack you around, and last but not least, go back to nets. No? That does not fly with you, Mr. Pickle? Or is it Pickle? Are you French? Oh, I tried to Ozakubus instead of blinking? That's bad. That is bad, and I should feel bad. Time is money and you're costing me too much. Just you wait till we pillar dance around here a few dozen more times. You don't know the meaning of wasting your time. Okay, no, that doesn't do it because I want to be on this loop. Fantastic. You know what? Fine. I'll do it myself. It's Ozakubus. Nope, did not work. So instead I run. Long Pickle Rick. Oh gosh, don't start now. Oh me oh my. Okay, one more poison dart. Gotcha, you son of a gun. That's what I thought, Pickle. You suck. Okay, don't break net. Don't break. Excuse me. So rude. I didn't know minus blink was a thing. Is that new? I feel like that's something I've never had to bring into the picture before. Though I could definitely be wrong. Not be the first time, but there we go. Get absolutely wrecked, Pickle. You suck. You're bad, and you should feel bad. And we gain the spell Anguish. Kind of blink the spell is nerfed so you can't spam it. Interesting. That's too bad, because that's one of my go-to strategies for getting out of a situation alive. Might have been 0.27 and I just haven't been casting it very much as of late since the last tournament, but wild stuff. But we now have Anguish. It's a ways off from being castable. Oops, sorry, that's not what I meant to do. Take me back. Oh my gosh, how do I get a spell description? There we go. I knew there was a way, but I always mess this up. So, it's the damage rebound one. Right. I know we just read this, but sometimes the old brain needs a reconfiguring. Well, maybe we'll get to try it out. I mean, that is generally what I find Genie to be a good excuse to do, is try out some build stuff that you might not have otherwise gone with. Also just realized how scared I should be here because we are vulnerable to cold. Not great. Less than ideal is what we call this in the business, but you have 11 health on you. Do I have any wands? Polymorph? Becomes a Crimson Imps with 57%. Let's do it. You fool. Oh, I almost kept tabbing my way into a centaur death. That would have been fun for everyone involved. Instead, just slice and dice. And I guess we'll boomerang while we wait for this son of a gun to approach us, but oh boy, will that be a pain in the rear. Maggie, chill. Good, Maggie. Good. Okie dokie. It's been an interesting run. This has probably been the slowest D7 that I've ever done, and that's saying something. I'm not a quick player. I generally take my time with decision making in this game, especially on camera, but to this extent, maybe less so. At least I like to think so. If not, then oh gosh, I'm so sorry I forced you all to watch this nonsense. I guess hopefully I'm not forcing you too much. Also, right, Ice Beast. I was not properly scared of you last time we met, but I should have been. Definitely should have been. Don't have a lot of tools at our disposal to deal with an Ice Beast either, unfortunately. Could zap you again? Or try, see what we get? Wyvern, Sky Beast, or Blink Frog. Those are all kind of no's to me. I mean, Sky Beast. If that's cool with you, I'm very much down to kill a Sky Beast. No? Let's try again. Oh, no, that's not a Sky Beast. Excuse me. So rude. 20 damage. You have 66 health. That's not what I meant to do. We have one more scroll of teleportation, eh? It's been a low consumable game, even with me potentially using a little bit here or there throughout our journey. Well. Probably worth it to read the teleport real quick. I'm worried that it'll drop me straight into Maggie's lap. But fortunately not. I mean, at least you're fire, right, ma'am? Yes, bolt of fire. 60 health is rough, but it's technically a better or a closer fight than me versus the Wyvern, I think. 10 damage plus your longsword of distortion. Oh. Yay. Could try heroism here and just try and duke her out. If I get sent to the abyss, then so be it. That's the spirit, right? Heroism might carry me in this fight or against the Wyvern, because maybe I should have fought the Wyvern. I regret everything. But what else is new? So, we could start out by quivering some throwing darts. Let's get you all nice and poisoned up. Ooh, and a net too. I shouldn't have. Okay, Mags is heavily wounded, so that's good. One last time. Heck yeah, beautiful. Acid Dragon Scales. Probably something that we're interested in. Maybe we can actually see what this tile looks like on our human being here. Or, you know what I mean. Junior is so cool. I agree. I think it's such a fun concept, and it forces, yeah, this kind of puzzle solving mindset where you have to deal with whatever the game hands to you, trying your best to make it do. I know it's a story that I've told before, so I apologize to anyone who's had to sit through this little spiel before, but my very first genie I played got, for some of their, I think their second and third spell, or third and fourth, they got slow and Yara's Violent Unraveling. I had never used either of those spells before in my entire time playing DCSS. And yet, because I was forced into it, I found out that that was my only way of killing Hydros with that character. So it was actually pretty good, and it was a sweet combo that I'd never given any thought to, no respect whatsoever on my mind. And I came to really kind of enjoy it and have a lot of fun using it that way. So it was awesome. You learn so much about spellcasting and different spells. Exactly. Wyvern was probably less dangerous than Distortion, but it worked out. Yeah, took a lot of nets, so that was kind of the sacrifice we made against the Distortion. Make sure Maggie was never choosing to attack with melee, instead always trying to break out of the net, or we have distance and she's casting spells. Either of those kind of work out for us, but yeah, a little bit sketchy. I can't lie. What was I doing before I went off on my own little tangent? I was trying out these Acid Dragon Scales, potentially. Nice low encumbrance rating. AC would increase by 3. Let's try these on. Ooh, it does look slightly different. I mean, the web tiles in this resolution that I'm playing in don't look the best, unfortunately. But still very cool looking there. And Heroism easily kills the Wyvern, you were correct. Whoops. But Corrosion, now that's what you like to see after donning our Acid Dragon Scales, I'll take it. We even replenished our Scroll of Teleportation, so we have one more panic button in the future, yay! I haven't totally screwed myself yet. Big yet energy on that, but I believe. Also see, actually I should have checked spells. Yeah, pretty good across the board. I'll take it. In fact, it's been a little bit since we checked our skills, partially because of just how long this section is kind of drawn out with some of the issues we ran into early on. Like, as we can see, nothing has progressed too far, or at least not too close to the caps, that we might need to start worrying about the shuffle there. So let's just get back on the road again. Amulet of the Acrobat, don't mind if I do. I'll put that bad boy on. Allows us to run away. Ooh, I did not realize we had a Bailey. A distant portcullis, which means it's relatively close to our positioning. It was somewhere around here that we were at in the moment of the message. So let's maybe head this way. Hey, there it is. Let's stop by the shop real quick. We might as well. A glowing helmet. And a shield is probably huge. I'm worried about how much it will affect spellcasting now, since I haven't witnessed those changes for myself yet. But glowing hat, easy buy. Even put that son of a gun on. Need to drop some of this garbage at some point, but no rush. Is half my head chopped off? I feel like this hat texture does not do well, again, in this current setup that I've going here. Interesting, a +5 halberd of flame, more cold vulnerability, just in case I didn't have enough of that myself yet. But willpower, dex, and see invisible doesn't matter. I think I do that. Naturally? No, I don't. Thinking of Spriggans. Interesting. Kite shield effect will be significant, below 13 for low level spells. Oof, that is rough indeed. Still probably worth it in the long run. As long as we have the experience to kind of send off that direction, I'll gladly take the extra bit of defense. But not an immediate thing, to say the least. Ooh, and hello, my polearmy friends. Can I do anything to you kids? I can Ozakubus. That's a good start. Could try Anguish, but failing it would have pretty deleterious effects, I believe. Yes, armor will break, but sometimes these things must be done. I'm risking this more than I should. Honestly, kind of shocked that it's going even this well. But there we go, fantastic. By the time you're doing vaults, you might be ready to pick up a kite shield of reflection or protection. Okay, that's good to know. Rougher than I initially thought, which is a shame, but also fair enough. I, again, do actually appreciate the change. Also, why does everyone get a polearm? Like, just one of you couldn't, you know, stay back from the polearm store that one day? Who pays for these? Ooh, but here's what I can do. Friends, compatriots, if you could all come this way and proceed to get irrevocably destroyed, especially since they can't run away. Normally the AI tries to run away in this situation, but they can't because their friends are blocking them in. Oh, it's poetic beauty, I tell you. Let's just bring out the rocks and get tossing. Bucklers aren't nearly as bad. Oh, this is the polearm Bailey because it was surrounded by polearms. That makes sense. That makes sense. And this is something that I even knew on some level in the back of my head, and I just refused to believe. I was too proud. Think I'll go through over 100 stones without making a dent in this sergeant? Maybe. Ouch, but that hurts. Hold up, let me rest up, friends. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Maybe boomerangs? We have no training, so this is all gonna be kind of trash. And if you think this is cheesy, then, I mean, you're right. 100%. But Djinn's got to do what a Djinn has got to do. How have I not mulched any of these yet? That's incredible. You sergeants should have thought about who you were messing with before you tried to step to this. We did end up mulching 2 of them after I cheered. Good to know. Her playing with a buckler is better than any orb. That seems to be general consensus, even from a little has kind of come up in our discussions here. There were not many people shouting praises for the orbs, unfortunately. When you have to throw in the caveat of like, maybe if it's super early game and you have no other options, generally that's pretty low on the list. Again, these rocks do not do very much against the stronger buddies, hey? What else could I do against you kids? Could just try and blind you and then walk in. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. What else? Can we quiver here? Some poison? I'm not trying not to lose any of these ones in the deep water, so I'm being very deliberate. Oh, not so much with that though, as I accidentally throw a net that is probably better saved for the future. The energy orb might be okay, but by the time you have enough evocations for it, you could have had enough shield for kite shield instead, and a shield will never randomly confuse you. Oof, yeah, that is rough for sure. I mean, yeah, I enjoy the energy effects, like the old Staff of Energy was just about food, I guess, but what was there? There was like an orb of some kind back in the day that you could channel energy out of. Is the Staff of Mukad Wu still in the game as well? Because that's another fun one. I use that on my 0.25 Mega Ziggurat character. So fun. Maybe the devs will see that and improve the orb's abilities. Played around with the light orb and seemed okay. Yeah, I think earlier somebody was mentioning that the light orb is one of the options that's decent if you get it very early on. So that definitely tracks to a certain degree. Now, this should not be working, by the way. I do not deserve this, yet here we are. Switch to rocks for the regular old gnolls. A cackle of them, as we have decided to use for the collective noun. Staff is still in, yeah, okay. I know when they were getting rid of a lot of that stuff, I felt like it was on the chopping block for at least some amount of time. Okay, nope. Oh, nope, though we might as well speed this up a little bit with some tabbing. Oh, excuse me. Oh no, I can't rest anymore? Don't throw your nets into the pond, please. I don't appreciate that. Let's just throw stones. Fortunately, we don't live in glass houses. That's good. There we go. Oh, there's still no sergeants around? What the heck? One poison dart. That's not good enough. How many consumables do we leave here? 6 poison darts is something, even though it's kind of trash. Wait, that's just the regular gnoll? Oh, the sergeant's stuck on the other side of the river. Oh, that's so embarrassing for you. Okie dokie. Heal up. Light orb is amazing. It's the free TSO halo. Right, that's what you were mentioning earlier. Ooh, my ability to forget things mere moments after hearing them. Unrivaled. Absolutely incredible. Way to go, my brain. You're the MVP in a terrible category. Hooray! Okay, just kill that buddy the old-fashioned way. I have no idea where our sergeant friend has gone. I'll fight a wolf, though. Especially one that I can run away from the moment things get dicey. Oh, another shaman. Hello, friend. That's not the gnoll I ordered. 4 poison darts? Sure. Let's try. Again, if there's any character that we would just label as our annoying character, where we're just constantly going through these ragtag situations that take far longer than they have any right to, I mean, this is them right here. Definitely them right here. But we're surviving, and this is a character that gets very strong late in the game, I feel, once we have our full complement of spells at our disposal, and hopefully, potentially, some heavy armor as well. If the game could be so kind to as to supply that, I would not be upset about it for sure. Oh, don't net me, friend. That is rude, rude, rude. Bad party behavior, and for your host as well. How dare you? Let's fight these sons of guns the old-fashioned way. Perfect. Sorry, 1 second. I'll be right back. Just need to heal up and make this an unfair fight. Perfect. Thank you for your understanding and patience. Love it. Ah, there's the other sergeant. Crud. Maybe you want a shield eventually, and you get rid of it, but a buckler in D1, D10 isn't going to do you as much good as never missing an attack or being able to see invisible. Ooh, that's true. Yeah, right. I kind of forgot the exact mechanics of TSO's Light. I forgot that you can never miss attacks. That's wild. Going for the Nemlik's choice, you see? You just tried this combo and you got distortion into the abyss and died? Oh no, I'm sorry to hear it. On our very first run, which was a Hillark Cinder Acolyte, we got sent to the abyss at level 12 and managed to survive, but we were absolutely boned later on in the run. But nice though. Thanks, or nice to see you going for some of the banners here, though of course, not a huge deal. We're not struggling for points or aiming too high. Though I think we definitely have the capability to beat out Yermak and Jeff on the same team, right? Don't see why not. We are absolutely brilliant. But I hope your games have been going well, AWOD. I believe that you have our only win, right? So congrats. Glad to hear it. What was your win with in terms of combination? What were you going for? Regardless, thank you for carrying the entire squad on your back, because it's all you at the moment. Goal, Yermak not single-handedly outscoring our entire team. Well, that's honestly still a pretty rough challenge to try and beat. Not because our team is bad, but because Yermak is just that good. But I like it. That's the kind of the goal that I can get behind. That's a lot of fun. And I believe in the Tengu team is what I'll say right now, because the other thing that we mentioned today, Agwad, that I wanted to potentially get your opinion on, depending on what or how you feel about it, I changed our team name slightly. We are now the March of the Tenguins. So let me know if that flies with you, or if you would prefer going back to Curse of the Tengu, then I'm more than happy to do so. Even if like a single member on the team really has a strong opinion about it, I don't see why not. Oh, I should not throw multiple nets. That was rough, but we're out of boomerangs, so there's our go-to trick off the table for the rest of this area, unfortunately. And Minotaur Fighter, you're pretty decent with Minotaurs. You spammed your first win with Minotaur Berserkers, so very used to them. Got his Nemlex. Nice. But awesome, I'm glad that it all worked out and you got that first win for the squad. Again, just carrying all of us on your back at the moment. I'm hoping that I can at least help out a wee bit, though. We'll see with how the first one went. I think Curse sounds better, but whatever. Sounds good. As mentioned, I'm happy to go back to the drawing board. Oh, right. These buddies are fast. Kind of forgot about that. And more null sergeants than I would otherwise like to see. Oh, they show like all of the symbols. Actually, that might just be a web tiles thing, now that I think about it. Silly offline boy like myself, being thrown and confused by even the simplest of things. Not too shabby. Maybe. I guess I should hold off on any qualifying adjectives or claims here, because I don't know how the rest of this is going to go. I'm just spamming rocks non-stop here. An absolute Gatling gun of tiny pebbles. Not doing great, if we're being honest with ourselves. I guess I should probably... The wolves I can fight, because only one can hit me at a time. Less so now, unfortunately. Here, one moment. You all sit tight. I'm gonna just quickly walk around here. Oh, nope, they noticed. Never mind. I apologize for my transgressions. I did not mean it. Goodbye. Those the same ones? Potentially. Huh. I might grab this longsword in case we end up transitioning to a long blade build at some point along the path here. I was hoping, though, to get a little sneaky and get by these sons of guns. I guess even splitting up the group technically does a lot of the job that I'm aiming for here. Like, we can then go fight this buddy a little bit. Throw stones. It's interesting. So with polearms, they don't run away, even if they get hit, hey? How about that? Or we're somehow otherwise messing with the system here one way or another. Could always be just in this Bailey specifically. Oh, actually, Wolf, I kind of am okay fighting you. Can you come back? No? Okay, just another Null Sergeant. That's cool too, I guess. Okay, 1v1 me IRL. Perfect. This has all been fair and above board, right? Very cool of me. Not at all bullying these poor gnolls who were honestly just trying to live out their life in the castle of their dreams, and then I showed up to just absolutely ruin that in every way, shape, and form. Maybe I can atropa you? If I confuse you, or blind you rather, and you step into the water. Oh my gosh, I should have been doing this the whole time. What have I been doing with my life? Well, now we're on track. So how about that? Looks like we'll potentially be able to clear out the rest of this. I don't know what else is waiting for us. There could still be more buddies, but hopefully just some treasure. Oh, just spell books and useless stuff. Very cool. Very nifty. Let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything on the floor, but unfortunately, this was probably a whole lot of cheese, mulching so many of my ranged consumables. And for what? Not much. Funsies, a little bit of experience, I guess, so that's always good, especially since a lot of those enemies were above our pay grade to a certain extent at the very least. Oh, and this Wyvern fight going so much worse than the last one. Decent odds to blind you. Not good enough odds to blind you. Okay, that blink was alright. Maybe I should have been trying Anguish. That might have been a decent move to begin with, but unfortunately a little bit too little too late. So last but not least, you do like 20 damage with your max? Yeah, let's read our only teleport scroll. Why not? Now I'm down to 5. Dang it, I was hoping you wouldn't get the extra attack, but you never know how that energy is going to sit, in which case, Blink brings us down to 3, but as long as we're not adjacent. Oh, we're still unstable. Oh, never mind. Whoops. Real quick, have I ID'd heal wounds potions? Yes, I have. That is a shame. Truly, well and truly a shame. You have probably around 13 health. I don't believe I can kill you in one shot. Let's see, acid? What do we say, Nat? Technically possible. 71% chance to hit. Not being able to spam blink hurts. Yeah, kind of already forgot about it, even though we talked very recently about the possibility. But either the Wyvern can miss me and I'm alive, Acid Bolt can kill them and I'm alive, and I guess that's about it, huh? Never didn't have it? Oh, never mind. Neither could happen. Oh no, I guess Wyvern did miss me. Okay, I don't... Oh, I do have undodgeable damage in freeze. How much damage? 1d9. So you're saying there's a chance. Also, oh, I can minimize this little pop-up. Oh, that would be helpful, because I don't actually use that at all. This takes 1 of my 5 hit points. But as long as it rolls like better than half, I think it's a kill. Is that better than Acid Wand? That is probably just that 71%. Oh, that's actually tricky. So essentially what I'm going with here is freeze, guaranteed to hit 1d9. If it rolls like 1 to 4, I don't know if it kills. Potentially, maybe not though. Acid Wand deals 4d5, which means it's a guaranteed 4 damage, 71% chance to hit. So I think technically that's my better odds. So, let's go for it. And just to really hammer the point home, never didn't have it. Beautiful. And that's when the teleport actually worked. So, teleport was kind of unnecessary, didn't do a whole lot for us in the end, but we survived. Never a doubt in my mind. I wasn't even worried. I hope you weren't either. Otherwise, why don't you trust me? No faith, no belief. After all the extreme levels of skill and proficiency that we've shown so far today, how could you not have implicit trust in any of the ridiculous shenanigans that we've been up to? Baffling to me. Oh boy. Not too bad though, it's still just our second run of the tournament. And as mentioned before, a lot of the pressure is off now that we at least lost that first one, so all I need is a chance, and if we win this one, that extra Nemlik's choice points puts us on track to maybe, just maybe, beating Yermak as a squad. I believe in the curse of the Tengus. That was a decent ring, right? Protection from cold? Heck yeah, that's exactly what I desperately needed. Herald, you're not what I desperately needed. Herald, stop it. You had a might potion, did you? How about that? How about that? Or throw more nets, please? But let's walk here, and then I'm going to throw out a blink. Very likely that it shunts us out this direction. Fantastic. There's seriously something wrong with my my random generation as of late. Herald is in every game that I play, without fail. Two-headed ogre? How about that? Don't really have the hit points to kill two-headed ogre. Do we have the hit points to allow them to kill themselves, though? Becomes the question. 55? And you're not strong-willed, my friend, so you probably won't resist the anguish. Let's double check. So I think I target this onto enemies, right? Oh, it just afflicts nearby foes. Oh, never mind, it's all of them. How nearby? Oh, that's a decent range. Let's do it. Traded Ogre resisted with some effort. Again. Resisted with some effort. One last time. Hey, there we go. Perfect. Wait, are your flails magical? No. Okay, they're just +0 dial flails. Cool. I appreciate it. Wand of Acid, though, plus your rebounded damage. Maybe, just maybe, enough to kill you. Severely wounded. I do like to see that. Let's maybe Ozakuba's armor. Racked by anguish. You definitely deserve it, friend. Trying to beat up a poor little baby Jin. So rude. So rude. Now, does that mean that I want to go back up to D4 and face the two-headed ogre there? I mean, Okawaru would love it. Would be very honored by it if I had to guess. Would be decent experience. I think it just had normal clubs at least. In order to get there, we have to get past something. D4 or D5? What was the other out-of-depth thing that frightened me? This is why I should have put an annotation on the level, so I don't immediately walk into a situation that I will not be walking away from.